Widget and Wumpkin. Thimblelane Trails is the greatest, Minnie told Maxie and Buffy Bear. One by one, she was meeting her favorite stuffed animal friends, but they were as big as she, or was she as small as they? Who will we meet next? Minnie wondered aloud. As soon as she said that, she saw her big Wumpkin sitting on a stump along Thimblelane Trails. Wumpkin, my Wumpkin! Minnie shouted. But where is Widget? Widget looked just like Wumpkin, except Wumpkin was many times bigger. Down there, said Wumpkin, pointing to a mossy maze not far from the foot of the stump. It's Widget, all right, said Maxie. But what is he doing? Maxie, Minnie, and Buffy Bear watched poor little Widget. First he went one way, only to come to a dead end. Then he went another way, only to come to another dead end. He can't see over the sides of that mossy maze, said Buffy Bear. So he can't find his way out, said Maxie. Poor Widget, he needs help, Minnie added. Yes, he does, said Wumpkin. But Wumpkin, you can see the whole thing from your stump, said Minnie. Why don't you tell him which way to go? Why doesn't he ask? Said Wumpkin. Is asking better than telling? Said Buffy Bear. If I tell before he asks, I have kept him from becoming an asker, said Wumpkin. It's better for him to learn to be an asker than to find his way out of a mossy maze. Buffy Bear propped himself against the stump to think about that. This is what he mumbled while the others listened. Widget can't find his way, but Wumpkin can see clearly the way he should go. So why doesn't Wumpkin tell Widget? On the other hand, why doesn't Widget ask? Is it better to be told, or is it better to learn to ask? Oh dear, Widget must learn to be an asker, so Wumpkin must wait and not be a teller. Buffy Bear jumped up. Wumpkin, you're right, Buffy Bear said. You must wait for Widget to ask. But why can't Wumpkin tell Widget to be an asker? Minnie asked. Then I'd still be a teller, said Wumpkin, even though I'm telling him to be an asker. Everyone had to think about that one, even Wumpkin. So while they were thinking, the four friends watched Widget work. At last, Widget looked up. He saw Wumpkin still sitting on the big stump, watching him. Wumpkin, can't you see which way I should go? Widget asked. Of course, said Wumpkin. It's quite clear from here. Then why don't you tell me? Widget asked, almost with a touch of anger. Why don't you ask? Said Wumpkin. Or are you asking? Naturally, everyone was happy when Widget asked and Wumpkin told. Before long, Widget was out. Then all the friends sat down to tell each other about askers. Or were they asking each other about tellers?